What up, good people? It's your boy, and from the Hip Hop News Report. In this report, so we have LL Cool J. LL Cool J. So, as you guys can see from the title, LL Cool J claims he's the most important rapper that ever existed. Oh, man. So, I came across this. We got to talk about this, y'all. Or at least I want y'all to go through this clip with me. So to start it off, it says LL Cool J is laying claim to being the most important rapper in history, though he won't take on the GOAT title, despite being the one who coined the phrase. Appearing on an episode of Apple Music's Le Code, published on Thursday, November 28th, Cool James made his case for why he's the most important. So, I want you guys to, I don't want you, so I hate when people actually hear somebody say something and they automatically have like this preconception of what's about to be said or what they're going to hear. Let's be open-minded and listen to what LL Cool J is saying. Let's be open-minded and let's go through this. So,
you know, I'm going to say this with humbly, but I really mean this. I think one day people are going to wake up and realize that LL Cool J is the most important rapper that ever existed. I truly believe one day people are going to say that. They're going to say, yo, they're going to look and they're going to say, wow, when it comes to the jewelry, this is the guy who introduced all the diamond and the ice and the champagne. They're going to say when it comes to the love songs, this is the guy who introduces the love songs and all the love shit. When it comes to the bad boy vibe, they're going to realize, oh, this is the guy who introduced all the rebellious bad boy vibes before it was done. When it comes to the GOAT terminology, they're going to say, yo, this is the guy who came up with the GOAT stuff. They're going to say when it comes to Def Jam, wow, this is the first artist that was on Def Jam. They're going to say, well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When it comes to the solo artist, going to say, wow, this is the first solo artist to take it all the way around the world. Like, I mean, I could go on and on and on. They're going to say, yo, when it comes to the FUBU, yo, this guy introduced the whole idea of putting clothing lines. Even before that, he did Troop. When they say, oh, when it comes to endorsements, oh, this is the guy who did the Kango and made the Kango popular before people even did that. When they talk about television, they're going to say, oh, this is the guy who did the credible stuff on TV and at the same time was still making credible records and wasn't just doing TV and using rap as a launch pad. When it comes to business, they're going to say, wow, like I could go on and on and on and on and on.
All right. So Cool J, LL Cool J is saying a lot in that clip, right? So one thing that I want to share my thoughts on is the whole. He said something along the lines of being the first rapper to make it cool with the jewelry. We all know that Slick Rick was like, this nigga had jewelry. So I kind of don't agree with that part, but when you do look at LL Cool J's resume, you kind of do forget the stuff that he's done. So when he said the whole making it cool to be like the rapper that be on shows and still uphold a music career, I forgot that he actually had a show. I really did. But to me right now, it's sounding like LL Cool J, he just feels underappreciated and he feels like people haven't really noticed him enough. And he wants more credit, you know what I mean? Which is cool, but I don't know, to call yourself the most important rapper in hip hop history or let me see what the hell did it say. Yeah. The most important rapper that ever existed. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, that is a title from the what's the name? But yeah. Let me run it back real quick.
You know, I'm going to say this with humbly, but I really mean this. I think one day people are going to wake up and realize that LL Cool J is the most important rapper that ever existed. I truly believe one day people are going to say that. They're going to say, yo, they're going to look and they're going to say, wow, when it comes to the jewelry, This is the guy who introduced all the diamond and the ice and the champagne.
He introduced the diamonds and the ice and the champagne. The man, the jewelry, yeah, I gotta go with the Slick Rick with the jewelry. You know what I mean? I feel like it was other people who was actually. Oh, the first person that comes to mind is us.
They're gonna say when it comes to the love songs, this is the guy who introduces the love songs and all the.
He did do the love song stuff. I will give him that.
Love shit. When it comes to the bad boy vibe, they're gonna realize, oh, this is the guy who introduced all the rebellious bad boy vibes before it was done. When it comes to
how do you actually, what's a bad boy vibe? Because when a lot of people hear bad boy, they think of Diddy and Bad Boy Records. But I'm trying to put myself in LL Cool J's shoes. So he says, when it comes to the bad boy vibes, I don't know what that really means. Y'all make sure y'all leave your comments in the comment section below. If you got anything to say, it's freedom of speech. But yeah, when it comes to the bad boy vibes, I don't know. I mean, are you talking about like the braggadocio type, or the battle type style, or like I don't get what he mean, man.
The GOAT terminology, they're gonna say, yo, this is the guy who came up with the GOAT stuff. They're gonna say when it comes to Def Jam, wow, this is the first artist that was on Def Jam. They're gonna.
Now, I will say, I didn't watch this whole interview, but he does say earlier in the interview, he does say that, there was a basketball player that was in New York named Earl Manigault, and he took that Earl Manigault and he took the Muhammad Ali. He used to call himself the greatest of all time. He took that and he combined it into an acronym. So I'll give him that as well. You know what I mean? I don't,
Gonna say, well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. When it comes to the solo artist, gonna say, wow, this is the first solo artist to take it all the way around the world. Like, I mean, I could go on and on and on. They're gonna say, yo, when it comes to the FUBU, yo, this guy introduced the whole idea of putting clothing lines. Even before that, he did Troop.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that, Like, again, it's to call yourself the most important, though. Like, you naming out some things I feel like you can't really claim. Like, he took it all the way around the world like him. There is nobody else before LL Cool J that actually toured around the world from their music and hip hop. I don't know. I don't know.
When they say, oh, when it comes to endorsements, oh, this is the guy who did the Kango and made the Kango popular before people even did that. When they talk about television, they gonna say, oh, this is the guy who did the credible stuff on TV and at the same time was still making credible records and wasn't just doing TV and using rap as a launchpad. When it comes to business, they gonna say, wow, like I could go on and on and on and on and on. Yeah. So it's like, I feel like that's why in a lot of ways, it's hard for me to get into the movie thing, honestly, sincerely, and I mean this sincerely, and it's like, that's why it's not really that interesting for me, because I'm doing so much and I've done so much for the culture that it's almost like it's unfathomable. I mean, Run DMC wasn't even on Def Jam, bro.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Biggie made Going Back to Cali because, I made the song first.
Yeah.
Like these guys, like every artist that you can name, the biggest artists, the billionaire artists were launched on the label that I launched.
Yeah, and even
but seriously, like, I mean, these names, like the biggest names in hip hop that come from the 90s, and I'm saying this with love. I'm not trying to be funny style. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I really sincerely, I'm just saying, when you look at you take guys like Jay, these guys were launched off of Def Jam. That's the label I birthed. You talk about these guys like Kanye and all the things he's done. They were launched on a label that I birthed. Like, you can't, like, so it's like when I look at it really when I look at the epicenter of what it really is, come on, bro. Like it's almost unfathomable.
Yeah.
You
to not call yourself the most important rapper in history. again, man, y'all give LL Cool J his credit, man. Somebody give him his flowers. You know what I mean? Because he's trying to come off humbly. You know what I mean? He's saying like, "Yo, I'm just stating my resume." All right, bro, but I feel like everybody is a contribution to hip hop. Like it's a group effort. Everybody who contributes to hip hop is a group thing. You know what I mean? But to call yourself the most important rapper in history, I can't really put that on one person. You know what I mean? I can't really put that on one person, man. It's like, how do you measure that? Are you measuring that because like how exactly do you measure being the most important rapper in history? Like, what's like that's like the debate between like basketball players, Michael Jordan and LeBron. You know, it's different eras and things of that nature. How do you measure that? You know what I mean? You can't really measure that, in my humble opinion.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be, and I'm honestly, sincerely, I'm not trying to be arrogant. I just really believe that. So it's like, when I look at it for what it is factually, it's almost like, how do you make a movie about that? How do you make a movie about that? Like
maybe a TV show with
maybe
different seasons. Maybe, maybe a movie will not be enough. Yeah.
C'est la vie.
So
c'est la vie.
To end this discussion, based on what you just say, can we just say that you're the GOAT?
No,
no,
because that's still subjective. Okay. Because there's still a kid. The Tupac album is the most important album to them, and that changed their life. There's still a kid who thinks Snoop made the records and it changed their life. Yeah. There's still a kid that loves Biggie or loves Nas for their music, and they should and have the right to do that. Do I call myself GOAT on the record? Yes, of course. I will say a lot of things on a record. It's just like swinging punches in the ring or kicking a soccer ball on the field or shooting a basketball on the court. Yes, on the record, I will say GOAT, I'm this, I'm that, I will say all that. Off the record, no. Because off the record, and when I say off the record, I mean outside of being on the mic as an MC, there are too many important rappers that have done too many important things for me to try to claim that I'm the one. I can't do that. I wouldn't. I would never do that. But as an MC,
yeah, of course.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do give LL Cool J's flowers, but again, he says the most important rapper that ever existed. Like, do y'all really believe this, man? I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all can attest to some of the things that he said. You will agree he did. He contributed a lot to hip hop, but you're not the most important rapper ever. You're not, bro. I don't think nobody really is. I mean, in my humble opinion, this guy Rick Rubin says, this dude is feeling himself too much. I can name at least 5 rappers who had more impact on the culture than him. Nas and Jay-Z, just to name a few. And like Buddy said below, LO's career has too much highs and lows for him to be considered as the most important rapper that ever existed. Come on now. That's the steroid speaking. He said he's on steroids. That's funny. This guy B says, look, dude is a legend and one of the GOATs and all that, but LL admitted some of his albums are whack, and he knew they were whack before releasing them. How you going to be the most important rapper of all time if you don't ever bother doing proper quality control? You can be one of the most important, but not the most important. Wait, what? You can be one of the most important, but not the most, or one of the most important, but not the most important. Okay, I got you, B. I got you, B. I-B. And then we got a Becky who says, totally agree with him, 100%. Okay, Becky. And then GGGFFF. The fuck? How many people from 100 years ago that weren't serial killers don't do remember or can name Babe Ruth love Wheaties. The fuck? That has nothing to do. That's one of them trolls, bro. But yeah, man, I want to know y'all thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think LL Cool J is the most important rapper that ever existed? You know what I mean? Is he the most important rapper that ever existed? What do you guys think? I don't think so. Y'all leave your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video. It is your boy Infinite Pop News Report. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.